Too far?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
All right, shalom, shalom. All
Shalom.
right, give us 1 second.
Don't make it right.
I'm good. I'm trying to figure out.
You know, bro.
God. Alright, so brothers of Great Millstone Charlotte, coming back with another live lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Before we get started with this lesson, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Rakakwadash. Double honors as always to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and do it well. Peace, blessings, and mercy to the house of David, Habayah Dawadah, the hopeful elect. To you we say Shalom.
Shalom. Yeah, man. As you can see, you know, the title, man. All right, America was set up, you know, to try to destroy the nation of Israel, man. All right, this whole society's intent was to pretty much keep Israel in a state of perpetual sin to make sure that we don't come back into our power, man. Okay? So we understand that in the time that we're living in, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is waking up his elect so that we can come back unto him. So this is why we're striving, you know, to fight for righteousness, man. All right? And as our eyes have been opened, we can see that everything about this place was set up to be a trap, man. All right? Literally everything in America is weaponized to destroy us as a nation, man.
That's right.
Okay? And we just want to go to the scriptures and, you know, go through the spirit, edify how this devil is trying to destroy us, man. But ultimately, he's going to come to naught, you know, pretty much, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. It reads, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest,
Mm-hmm.
because it's polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction.
Right. And America, Babylon the Great, a.k.a. Sodom and Gomorrah, a.k.a. Egypt, all the past captivity wrapped up in one. This place was not meant to be our rest, man. All right, we were brought over here as slaves, man. When you go back into history, our people have seemed to forgotten how we came over here to America. We didn't come over here on no love boat, on no cruise. No, we came over here on cargo slave ships, which one of the main ones was called the Good Ship Egypt, to bring us into hardcore slavery. All right? The name America in itself means bitter, because this is a bitter place for the nation of Israel to reside in, because everything in this place is meant to destroy us, man. All right? The food is tainted, the water is polluted, the people are indoctrinated to pretty much do wickedness, man. All right? And the word of the Lord is nowhere preached in this place, man. Okay? Because this was set up to pollute you through the doctrines and philosophies of the wicked, and ultimately to destroy you, because Esau knows that his destruction is imminent, and he wants to take as many Israelites as he can with him, man. Any more?
Now you gonna keep going?
That was the point now. Your brothers got preset, y'all jump in too.
Can I even grasp one?
Yeah, could you grab let me see something.
Because, you know, pretty much when you know, have your eyes open unto the truth, you understand that this place is death incarnate, man. All right, they're pushing anything goes here in society, and to the flesh, that's like, all right, cool. I don't have any restrictions. All right, I can do pretty much do what I want. I can be who I want, but you don't realize that later on down the line, that has a drastic effect on your health, on your psyche, and ultimately on your spirit, man. All right, this place is literally leading you down the path of death, man. Okay. Okay.
This is Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Right, and as the brother was saying, this place is void, right, of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, man. And through their action and misconduct, all right, they crucify the Lord and make mockery of his sacrifice to this very day, man. You see? And in this act that they carry themselves in, right? Read that once more.
So Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8 says, And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Dead meaning that we were void of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, man. We were spiritually dead. Keep going.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Right. You see, and they're the ones that forward, right, this affliction upon us, man. Matter of fact, if you could hold where you at and grab Zechariah 1 and 14, Baba Kushah.
Con.
Because you got to understand, man, this man has a direct hand in the state of our people. We were given unto this man, right, to be subject under bondage. But in doing so, this nigga dropped a 50 ball on us, man, and put us in a worse state than ever before.
Right.
You see?
With every generation that came, you know, since our time being in here, man, it progressively got worse. Because through Esau's, his like I said, his doings, are the things that he pushed upon our people, all right? We got worse and worse as generations went on down the line to where here we are at Gen Z.
Right.
And you see how bad these little niggas is now, man. These are little demons running around, man. All right? The spirit of the Most High is not anywhere near these little niggas now, man. All right? Okay.
Con. This is Zechariah 1 and 14. 15 it says, I am very sore displeased.
No, 14.
14. So the angel that communed with me said unto me, crying thou, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I am jealous for Jerusalem and for Zion with a great jealousy.
Right, because we were given unto the Most High, man. The nation of Israel has a covenant with the Most High, all right, that pretty much separates us from these other heathen nations, man.
Mm-hmm.
And we are to follow and abide in His ways, man.
That's right.
So we are the Lord is jealous for Zion because Zion has taken on this covering cast of Egypt, right? And they are fully indoctrinated and embedded in the ways and philosophies of this man's system.
That's right.
Keep going.
Verse 15. And I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction.
Right. The Lord is displeased with these niggas, man. Here it is. The Lord gave the nation of Israel over into the hands of the heathen so that we could serve out our captivity and our bondage, right? And pretty much atone for our ways. But these niggas, they went ahead and they forwarded the affliction to the point where it's harming us, to the point where they're really trying to eradicate our people from the planet now.
That's right.
You see?
Got a precept for you.
Come.
Unless you want to go something else.
Now, after you finish your precept, go back to Revelation.
This is Isaiah 47 and 6, just laying backing off what you're saying, because we were sent here for captivity, but they forward the affliction, like the scripture just said. This is Isaiah 47 and 6. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Referring to the heathen, thou didst shew them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. You see, so they didn't show us no mercy. And it's going to the other verse. You know, it said that they afford the affliction. You know, they made it unbearable to live here in Babylon.
Right. Here it is. Jake is, as the priest was saying, Jake's generations continually get worse and worse and worse. And Jake is under such a strong delusion that they actually think they're getting better.
Mm-hmm.
You see? This man has completely put us in a position where we are going to be destroyed if we were to continue to live here, man.
Exactly.
That's why the importance of the remnant being brought back. You see? Given that life. The remnant has to obtain that life in order for the nation to continue.
We literally are the last little bit of righteousness that's left in the earth. Because without us, Lord, you know, humbly speaking, without us that's practicing the righteous acts, nobody else is seeking righteousness, man. This place is completely corrupted, man. Everything about this place is wickedness to the core now, man. You know? No morality. Nobody has integrity anymore. Everything is, you know, I gotta get it how I live, you know, I gotta get it by all means, just but it's the love of self, like it tells you in 2 Timothy 3, man. You know?
Go back to that Revelation.
So Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street.
I had a quick precept just on the fact of how these nations, hey, they you know aided our affliction. This is Jeremiah 49 and 12. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to was this it? Nah, it's like go ahead, bro.
Okay. This is
Jump down to
Revelation.
verse 9.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's Revelation 11 and 8. It says, and their dead bodies shall lie in the
Verse
street.
9.
You want to read it over or just go to 11? I mean, 9.
Just go to verse 9.
Okay. And they are the people and the kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves.
Right. So these people, they saw our calamities, man, and nobody chose to aid or deliver us, man, pursuing the Deuteronomy 28 and 68, man.
Mhm.
No man shall save thee. Roughly paraphrasing. No man shall buy thee. Okay?
Yep.
Nobody came to the nation of Israel's rescue. And that ultimately goes back to that Psalms 83, man.
Right.
That crafty council where these nations came together to pretty much forward the affliction and come together to destroy our people, man.
And that's heavy because Jake don't look at these other nations as their enemies.
Right.
I was watching the brothers in DC, the other Monagon, and they was dealing with this Jake who was fighting tooth and nail because he was mad that they didn't call themselves Africans. He was like, yo, I'm an African. I'm not an Israelite. I'm an African. How can y'all say y'all ain't Africans? And he was just like stuck on that shit. So like the elders was going into the scriptures of how we're not African. How the scripture said the Lord put us, in they put a difference between us and the Egyptians.
Mhm.
All the scriptures go into how we're not African.
Right.
And the Jake just couldn't get over that. And the elder made a point. It's like, yo, if we were truly Africans, and they said that we sold ourselves unto the enemies, why them Africans ain't come over here and save us?
Right.
Because all the world is seeing how the nation of Israel is being done wrong, but none of these nations are trying to get us out of this position because they're all in on it, man.
Exactly. And they forward in the affliction. That's why the Lord is sore displeased with these niggas, man. Alright? And with his displeasement, he's finna visit these niggas, man.
Now that'll give me my scripture I looked for earlier.
God.
Trying to jump the gun. We go back to it.
Did you want to go back to Revelations or you want to get that right now?
You can go that first and I'll get it.
Okay.
Back to Revelation,
Yep.
verse 9. Verse 10.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, verse 10.
This is Revelation 11 and 10. It says, and they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another.
Right. These niggas made mirth of our calamity, man. You see? These niggas was happy that we were put in this position.
They got rich off us, bro.
Mm-hmm. To this very day.
Yo, these heathens are coming to our neighborhoods, set up shop, drain the so-called community of the money and send it back to their people, man.
Yep.
They actually would sell our people, into the different nations or whatever. They got rich off us, man.
That's right. Hey, and that's exactly what they do to this very day, bro. Unto this very day, these nations are continually forwarding the affliction and reaping the benefits, all right, of the nation of Israel. Happy that we are in this estate, man.
That's right.
All right, because again, this society's intent, its ultimate intent is for the destruction of our nation, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and they are in a state of mirth and happiness in seeing our calamity, man.
Ooh.
Close out on that verse, Baba Kushal.
Okay. Verse 10. Because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
Yep.
Yeah, they met. Hey, they held a little resentment that Israel used to get on their ass like that, man.
Especially during the rulership of David.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these nations hated us, man.
Yep.
And we was putting pure hell on them, man.
That's right.
And under Esau's rule, they have free reign to do whatever they want. Cause these really everybody in this world, they hate order, man. That's really what it comes down to. And so the nation of Israel, we're the true judges of the earth. So we was put these nations in subjection. And so now they understood that the longer that we keep these people in a state of perpetual sin, we can have our way with them, man.
That's right.
Any more on that? I got this real quick, just feeding off that point. This is the book of Judith. Where my notes go? That's crazy. I get it. This is the book of Judith, chapter 5. Matter of fact, get that for me, Bible. You got something?
I got you.
Judith 5, start at 17. We'll read down to 20. Because they understood what Israel's kryptonite was, man. All right, that we were going to be brought down as a nation, and that we sinned pretty much, man. And so if you notice, everything is pushed here is sin, man. All right, the dietary law, they push eating abominable foods. All right, they push an adulterous lifestyle because they know that adultery is a major sin in our amongst our people. Making our people homosexuals, making the men homosexuals, making the women lesbians, making them whores. Everything is all centered around sin, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's not by design.
Yeah, because they understand, man, with our nation, when we abide in that lifestyle, man, that is a destruction unto us, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly how we got put in this position. You see? And they're aware of that, and that's why they forward it so much. Because it makes no sense for you as a nation to allow so much death lifestyles to continue, but they understand that they do that out of pure hatred
Yep.
to us, man. They understand that if we were to excel in wickedness, that would pretty much keep us at a lower stake, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and that's their goal ultimately, to have our people continue in that mess.
That's
Right,
right.
can get this one fast.
Go ahead.
You done, bro?
Hmm?
Okay. This is Isaiah 51:23, just going into what bros is going into. It says, But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, Bow down that we may go over. Talking about these other nations. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. You see, so these other nations know that they're gonna benefit by keeping us low. You see, they benefit off of our downfall, you know? This is Judith chapter 5 and verse, you said 16?
Started at 17.
17. This is Judith 5 and 17. And whilst they sinned not before their power, they prospered, because the Most High that hateth iniquity was with them.
Mm-hmm.
But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore.
Right. Because they knew that when we sinned, the Lord would take the hedge of protection away from Israel, and that will make us susceptible to being taken down, man. All right. Sin, like I said, sin is the ultimate kryptonite for the Lord, man. All right. It's like how Superman, when you put that green rock in front of him, he get all weak. You know, that's what happens with Israel when we're enticed with sin, man. Okay, go ahead.
And were led captives into a land that was not theirs, and the temple of their power was cast to the ground, and their cities were taken by their enemies, by
Right.
the enemies.
We were made completely at the mercy of our enemies because that hedge of protection was taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
But now they are returned to their power, and are come up from the places where they were scattered, and have possessed Jerusalem, where their sanctuary is, and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate.
Right, because this was this heathen giving his king, the game plan on how to deal with Israel, because he understood that when they knew that we were one with our power, that we were untouchable, man. All right, and that's what these devils are fearing now. This is why this word is so dangerous to this devil in this current time. This is why they want us off the street. They want to take us off the internet, because we're turning our people into righteousness, man. And when we do that, that shows that we're coming back to our power, which is pretty much making us to where Esau can't deal with us, man. You know, I gotta go to verse 20. That'd be it.
Con. I got a quick one, just going into what you were saying. This is Amos.
Another one after him too.
Con. This is Amos chapter 6. It's speaking on the how the word is destroying this devil. So it's Amos 6 and 5. It says, well, no, it's Hosea. It's a lot. My bad.
Good.
Hosea chapter 6 and verse 5, it says, Therefore have I hewed them by the prophets, I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that goeth forth. You see, so this word is destroying Esau Edom. You see, that's why he got to come down with his his campaign. That persecution.
Mm-hmm.
Got it, bro.
Yeah, man, because, hey, with this persecution, he's pretty much trying to slander the righteous, man. He's trying to slander those of Israel that are promoting us unto the right way, the right path, all right, which is following after the law, statutes, and commandments, all right? Deuteronomy 28:13. And the Lord Yahweh shall make thee the head and not the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath. If that thou hearken unto the commandments of the Lord Yahweh thy power, which I command thee this day to observe and to do them. All right? And these heathen understand that, man. They understand that if we actually do hearken unto the commandments of the Lord, our power, right, we're never going to be underneath these heathen. We'll always be above them. We'll always be the first. But now, they pretty much flipped it on the head because they understand this.
Yeah.
They understand that if we are to adhere to wickedness, we'll stay in a perpetual state of being below.
Yep.
We'll stay at the tail.
Yep.
We'll stay subjected. And ultimately, we'll be able to be destroyed and eradicated to where these heathen will be able to abide in whatever bullshit they want to do. All right? And again, that's their intent, man, to destroy us. Because we object everything that they want.
Bro, they know what makes us great as a people. All right? Because, hey, these Edomites, the scriptures say that they're wiser than Daniel. So, you know, they did extensive research to understand what makes us great as a people. This is why you when you grow in this faith, you get the understanding on why things are ran like this. Because they know that the law, statutes, commandments is what makes us great. And here's the proof of it. This is Deuteronomy 4 and 6. I'll start at 5. It says, Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my power commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, Surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. All right? Which goes off what Tazawam had just said, man. These nations, they see what makes us so great as a people is because we have a power that gave us law, statutes, commandments to walk after. And when we follow in those ways, that's what makes us great.
That's right.
Okay? And so for them to take us down, just like we read in Judah, that they saw that they had to pretty much make us go off. And Esau had scientifically figured out how to make everything, literally everything that we do in this society, man, is pushed to make you sin. From you waking up in your bed and putting clothes out the bed and putting clothes on. The clothes you wearing is actually making you go off because it's mixed fabric. It's mixed seed that's in your clothing, man. You go and use your daily necessities such as your toothpaste, your brushing your hair, they got pork in it. The food we eat is defiled, man. All right? They push, bacon, crab, lobster, pork, all on the fucking food. You watch these commercials for food, that's all you're seeing, man. Unlimited shrimp, bacon on everything, And then you go to Jake's, black culture shit, you got the hip-hop music. All they talk about in hip-hop music is fucking drugs, murder, adultery. So literally everything that black culture embodies in itself is all sinful, man. That's by design, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Got a quick precept.
Go ahead.
Psalm 71. This for you, bro. Psalm 71 and 4. Deliver me, O my power, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. You see?
Yeah, unrighteous and cruel man. Because this nigga is literally a psychopath, man. And when you go into what a psychopath means, it means that he knows how to control the mind pretty much, man. He's sick in the mind, man. All right? And this whole society is full of subliminal messages making you, think and act and sin unknowingly, man. All right? And I remember watching Adult Swim, and over the years of just watching that shit, it got more and more satanic. And you could actually, when you look it up, they would flash subliminal satanic messages on Adult Swim. When you had the little blocks in between the shows, which shows you that TV was put in the fucking house to indoctrinate people. That's why when the TV first became a big thing, you had that big time Satanist named Anton LaVey, said he thinks the American families were putting the TV into their home because that was a gateway to them to be able to be introduced to Satan, man. And all these different things that we have now, the TV, the laptop, the phones, the iPads, all these things are mediums that Esau has introduced to our people to bring forth sin, man.
And if I could add on to you, like we were speaking on earlier, even the inventor of television, he wouldn't even let his own family watch TV. All right, now this is from Philo T. Farnsworth, the inventor of the television. He once said to his own son, "There's nothing on it worthwhile, and we're not going to watch it in this household, and I don't want it in your intellectual diet."
Woo.
You see? So these devils, they understand the power that they have through those mediums, man.
Yeah.
Because that pretty much indoctrinates you into a way of thinking that isn't conducive or right to your life, man.
Because they have the word in itself, man. Television programming. They telling lies to your vision to program you, man. You know? Because they're literally telling you a vision of what they want you to be. And that's why you see on everything on these platforms, the TV, the phones, and all that, it's all programming you to think like a damn Edomite, man. All right? And honestly, all this technology that they put out as of late is all to dumb you down.
That's right.
There's actually a video on TikTok that came out where you had, I forgot the nigga name, I think it's Andrew Schultz, so he's a comedian. But he was pretty much saying how you take TikTok for an example. A lot of people are blowing up on TikTok for doing these stupid gay dances. We come to find out are actually, satanic dances that are giving reverence to these idols. But a lot of people are blowing up off the social media for being stupid, and that's by design, because when you look at how the algorithm works in China with TikTok, you get pushed on the algorithm when you're doing something productive or creative. And here in America, you get pushed on the algorithm when you're doing something stupid, which is purposely dumbing down society. That's why these little kids, all they know how to do is just watch TikTok all day, and they learn these dances, these different challenges off of that, man. Because Esau is secretly indoctrinating you, man.
I got a precept.
Go ahead.
It's Matthew 6 and verse 23. It says, "But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore thy light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness?" You see, so Esau got that bread and circus so that those individuals that keep their eye focused on this folly, they're gonna be full of darkness. And that's helping push forward his agendas. Going into what you were saying, bro. That was a point.
I got something for you since you said that. Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
You read that.
Yeah, Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for thy light is come.
Talking about this truth.
And the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth.
Right now, this earth is in gross darkness. It said in Job chapter 9 and verse 24 that Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So this whole earth is on a wicked vibration.
Yep. Yeah, and then continue on. It says that for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people, because this society pushes forth the ways of death, man. Because when you read Proverbs 21:16, it says that those that wander out of the way of understanding are in the congregation of the deaf. So this is literally death being shoved down our throats, man.
That's
all right. And these people don't even realize it, man. They're literally embracing the ways of death, man.
Bro, here it is. You can really go online and figure out the different ways how this man has weaponized different aspects of your life to destroy you. It's readily available, and yet these people choose to do it, to not even consider.
You spoke about the TV thing. That's actually, you look up Project Mockingbird with the CIA, man. That actually was, what they used to bring the TVs into the public. Because the CIA actually, they figured out, how to, control the minds through television, man. There's actually a code you can type in that'll tell you all this, but just look up Project Mockingbird, man. So like you said, this information is readily available, but the people are too dumbed down to go research it. And then when it's brought out, they don't believe it, man. Because they don't think that these so-called conspiracy theories, which aren't even conspiracy, they're actually facts that you can prove just by doing a simple Google, all right? That is true, because these are the plans the devil has done to pretty much, dumb down the people and ultimately destroy you and lead you into a state of totalitarianism, if I said that correctly.
You want to grab the 64? And start a little bit more?
You can start at the top, honestly.
Psalm 64:1. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
And that secret council going into these illuminated ones, the so-called Illuminati, these elites of society that are making everything to be like it is now, man. Because everything that we are seeing has been given to us, man, by design, man. You got these different groups such as the Trilateral Committee, the Bilderberg Group. You actually look at the video of the Trilateral Committee, and it's an actual video of them talking about everything that's going on now with the one world religion, one world currency, and one world government, man.
Yep.
Long ago. And even till you have the World Economic Forum that just took place about 2 months ago, where they were discussing bringing in this fourth industrial revolution, and the whole talks, what they was bringing in, it was the plans to merge man with machine,
Right.
to take everything away from everybody, and to start the society over anew, which is with this beast system, man.
You even have from the World Economic Forum that advisor, his first name is Youssef. I can't recall the last name, but if you look up online, World Economic Forum advisor Youssef pretty much states that we don't need the whole Earth's population any longer. You see? Here it is, this man is openly telling you everything that his whole agenda was created from in its inception to eradicate a population of the earth, a specific group of people. All right. Yeah, there's gonna be heathen that are gonna get caught in the mist, but we understand this man's main target is Israel.
That's right.
You see?
And they see, and we see that through the spirit, because over the years they have been doing a slow kill, but now they're at the point to where they're just ready just to start slaughtering niggas. So
Yeah.
we're literally watching a great calling taking place right now.
That's
and
right.
the beginning of that was with that whole, 19 lockdown shit, man.
Mhm.
They're just ready to just come out and just start swinging that sword, man, because they like they say, the earth is overpopulated now. So this whole plan that they're using is to bring in the Great Reset, which is going to start by getting rid of a good majority of the people, like they told you in the Georgia Guidestones, man.
Yep. Now it says, continuing on, verse 2, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. All right. Now, when you look up that word insurrection, it's a violent uprising against an authority or government. All right. And what authority and government are they coming against? The house of David.
That's right.
You see?
We're the true threat to the New World Order, man. Because our ways are contrary to the devil's ways, man. Because we see that the ways of Esau Edom is pure wickedness, man. It's righteousness, and there's nothing good that can come out of this New World Order, man. Go ahead.
Verse 3, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words.
Right. Because, hey, through their words and their policies, man, they're literally about to turn the world upside down, man. All right? This new CHIP S Act that Biden just signed, all right? This whole talks of, making America having their form of digital currency. These are all steps that they're using to usher in the new age of society, which is going to be that New World Order, man.
Gradualism.
That gradualism.
Acts of gradualism, man.
That's right.
This nigga is step by step unveiling his new world order, and these niggas are just holding everybody's hands, leading them into that shit.
That's like the slaughterhouses, man. You just lead the animals right into the blade, man.
Yep.
That's how they doing the rest of the whole world, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 4, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
That they may shoot at secret at the perfect. All these different things that we have uncovered over the years, the school to prison pipeline, the war on drugs, the Civil Rights Act, all these different things that through history that Esau has done in secret, which you might have thought was a good thing, when you actually look into it, is actually the destruction that is came from that, man. That's him shooting secretly at the poor, man.
Another example, you you have with the PPP, all right? You know what I'm saying? The Demic prison pipeline.
Right.
You got a lot of Jake that, were poor, and they saw this as an advantage to try and better themselves, it taking on that fashion of this man the wickedness that this man taught them how to do,
Mm-hmm.
right? They went ahead and they tried to finesse the government out of these SBA loans, right? These unemployment fraud, right? But now here it is. This man is preparing to unleash 87,000 federal agents for the sole purpose of targeting you niggas that went ahead and bit the rat trap.
Yeah.
You see?
That cheese ain't taste so good after you digested it, man.
Right.
You know, you fell right for it, hook, line, and sinker, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because Biden, well, I'm gonna say Biden, he's a pawn, but Esau knows altogether the easiest way to get niggas, man. And
Mhm.
it's free shit.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand, anything that comes free from the devil is never nothing good with it, man.
Exactly. Come with a price.
I gotta appreciate just go off of what you said. This is the book of Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed.
Mm-hmm.
Because here it is, this devil has always done that. You look at the war on drugs, man. All right? Esau pumped drugs all through the black community, and then we had the nerve to go behind with Reagan and you know, sign that bill to pretty much come down on drug dealers when you're the one that put the drugs in the community in the first place. Esau has always done that, man. You know, so the PPP trap is just another trick that he's always employed, but Jake just keep falling for the same thing.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. It says, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless, man. Because what we're seeing Esau pretty much doing is putting Jake in a position to where the only way for them to survive is to come against the Heavenly Father, man. You know?
Mm.
So it says to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right of the poor of my people. Because he's literally, like you said earlier, he's weaponized everything against our people. Where he's food, water, you know, our children, our jobs, everything is turned to a weapon to keep us oppressed, man.
Gone. To keep us as subservient as possible.
Exactly. Because you one speech away or one word away, we were talking about earlier, that for being so-called canceled. And that cancellation can come in many forms, but it's going to get to the point to where, hey, you see what's happening with Alex Jones and Andrew Tate and these guys, you know, that's in the news as of late. It's an attack on free speech. So now they're going to put it to a point to where if you don't agree with the government, they're going to come at you, just like what's going on in China. You have the groups over there. If you speak out against the government, you will literally go missing the next day, and nobody will question it. That's what's coming here to America. This is why, in China they have a social credit system, man. That's coming to America as well, man.
Yep.
You know? You got it.
Continuing on, verse 4. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Alright.
Yeah, they don't fear of what their actions are going to reciprocate unto them, man. Because they don't truly see the Lord as judging them for what they're doing, man. Because they think the Lord is not seeing them. You know, you said that Micah 2:1 you quoted earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they devising this wickedness upon their beds, and they thinking, man, the Lord ain't seeing what I'm doing, man. I'm in these bunkers, these basements, cooking up all these wicked ass plans. The Lord ain't seeing me, but the Lord sees everything.
Right. These niggas so prideful that they think that if they have these secret councils in West Bumblefuck, where no human is found,
Right.
that the Lord ain't seeing that, man. You gotta understand, man, the scriptures say that the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. He sees everything. He knows everything.
Mm.
The Lord is omnipotent. So who the hell are you to think that you are able to get around the Lord and that the Lord isn't gonna see your doings, man?
God. I got to appreciate what you just said. This is Second Chronicles 16:9. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in the behalf of them whose heart is perfect towards him.
Man, think about how insane that is, yo. The Lord's eyes that the scripture said the Lord's eyes run to and fro the whole earth, man. Billions of people. And he knows everything.
Bro, it's angels everywhere. It's angels here with us. It's angels here with you people that's watching. You brothers and you sisters, and you scoffers that's there. There's angels everywhere, man. There's literally billions of angels everywhere beholding everything that's being done, whether in darkness or in light, man. You know? So the Lord is, like you said, he's omnipotent. He's everywhere, man. He knows all things. You can't put one past the Most High. So you devils ain't getting away with shit, man.
That's right.
That's why we're in an age of explosion for Esau. It's getting too much. That's why he's coming down on truth now, man.
Mm-hmm.
On free speech. Your
Yeah.
so-called, what's that, the First Amendment?
Mm-hmm.
You know, your right of free speech. Because Esau didn't even honor his own goddamn, constitution, man. You know? So this is how you know we live in a wicked system, man. But the whole point of this saying is the Lord sees everything, man. He knows everything. You devils ain't getting away with shit, man.
And if I may add to that, you also had, now mind you, back when the shooting had happened and the supermarket in Buffalo, and then you had before that the shooting in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Joey B came forward and made mention of the Second Amendment, which he said, well, when that was made, it was made in a pretense where things were different.
Wow.
Who's to say that he can't make that same claim
Wow.
with the other amendments? All right, with these other laws and statutes that he established back then to justify his actions moving forward, man. You gotta understand, man, Isaiah 10:1, this man is crafty with his decrees, man. This man is unrighteous with his decrees. He'll say one thing, and then if it doesn't benefit him in the moment, he'll switch that shit up and erect a new law to forward his endeavors, man. You gotta understand, man, this man is very cunning and very crafty. Though he may have systems in place that, quote unquote, establish freedom for our people, it's not the case. This man is preparing to come down with great wrath, pursuing the Revelations 12:12. As we titled the video, this man's society's intent is to destroy us, man.
That's right.
He wants to eradicate us.
That's right.
And as the brother has said, man, this nigga is he's at his wit's end with this misinformation shit, yo. He is losing sleep behind this shit, yo.
We are literally in a war with truth. Where the truth, where the lies have been made such a stronghold in society that truth is literally looked at as crazy. Where I made this example last week at camp, like you're having arguments over what a woman is. That's how far society has gotten, bro, to where you can't even have a straight answer to a simple question like that, man.
Yep.
You know? Because this devil, he's changed up so much, man. You know? To where, like I said, everything is ruled off of what he wants to do. He can honor and go against his constitution at his liberty because this is his kingdom, man.
That's right.
You know?
Esau can't take reality for what it is. You know, in reality, he was made to be destroyed. You know, that's why everybody else can't realize, like what you were saying, like what the reality of it is. You know, just what prophecy, what the truth is. You know.
What do the scriptures say? What can you do? There's nothing you can do against the truth before the truth.
Yeah.
You see, because by him trying to come against the truth,
It's
he's pretty much showing that this is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Like as you said, you got motherfuckers out here that question their reality of what a man and a woman is, but when you get down to the very essence of it, they're dumbfounded because they live a lie.
And you see, can you get that precept? It says the valley of the shadow of death. I think it's in Psalms. I forgot the chapter.
20.
But 23, Psalms 23. But that's literally what we're experiencing is the valley of the shadow of death, man. All right, because when you actually look at it, these people's reality is not reality. We literally live in a simulation, man, where everything is fake. We talked about that earlier. Like literally, everything is fake, man.
Yep.
All right, the entertainment world is fake. All right, because people's perception of reality is shaped by social media now.
Yep.
To where I seen something earlier where you got people on social media where the thing used to be back in the day when Instagram was hot, where your flex was going and showing the world. And you got so far gone on Instagram now till you got people photoshopping themselves into pictures to make it seem like they went somewhere and they're at home.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad that's what I said. This ain't reality. This ain't real life out here, man.
And you even got people that'll take pictures about other people's possessions and stuff like that.
Yeah. This is the valley of the shadow of death, man, because these people really look at this place as the glory of the kingdoms. Like this is a great place to be. All these nations that leave their countries to come over here to America because America has been put up like this is some great land. when this is a cesspool of death, man.
Man,
Go ahead.
This is
somebody, so I can.
You got it.
No, I was saying somebody on the internet said Babylon is nothing more but a third world country with a Gucci belt. You see, like this place is terrible.
Yo,
It's a decrepit country, but yet it's lifted up because of this quote unquote status that it has. But that shit is crumbling day by day.
right.
Shit look good.
Yeah, but Babylon is literally the Wizard of Oz.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It's Psalm chapter 23 and verse 4. Yet though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil,
Mm-hmm.
for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
And this is just circling back to what we were saying earlier in Psalm 64 about asking the Lord to hide us from the secret counsel of the wicked, because Esau Edom has set this whole country up to destroy Israel, man. And this is why down here in Charlotte we have that saying of "Have you seen niggas lately?" Because we know you brothers and you sisters see this everywhere, and in y'all walk, but you just see how destroyed our people are. More and more, day by day, it gets worse and worse, man. Hey, man, I was born in '92, man. I never seen homos with this much free reign, let alone being as proud as this. To where, man, I said, we was pissed about this shit. I'll go ahead and say it. We was when me and the brother was in South Carolina the other week. Me and a couple of the brothers went to a fucking Walmart. And you had faggots that was trying to hit on us, bro. Like, no shame in that shit. We walking out, it's this big nigga talking about I know who I want. Like, just no shame in that shit, man. And we would be the ones in the wrong if we would have said something out of the way of being like, yo, what the fuck did you say, Because in this society, faggots got more rights than an average straight so-called black man, You people don't even realize that your liberties are being took from you. You niggas don't realize that you've been pushed out the way, and now the homos are the ones that's have the struggle now, man. All right? You women don't even realize that these faggots are replacing you, man.
And you know what's so crazy about it is that a lot of Jake is understanding that, but they're subscribing to it because they fit that agenda of fighting for a struggle. Jake is continually trying to fight to better themselves. And now they're subscribing to this shit, thinking it's okay. Like they agree with the fight, this quote unquote fight to liberate themselves.
Fuck that shit.
You see? Because Jake is always in this mindset of, yo, I know how you feel. I want to help you. Nah, man. Because this nigga, by you doing that, you forwarding the affliction. You helping the destruction of our people, man.
Exactly.
Because now look at this fucking agenda that was pushed on our people, and look at what it's gotten our people now, man.
Right.
You got little ass kids of our nation running around going through sex changes. They not even a teenager yet.
Nope. And this legislation has allowed them to do that without the consent of the parents. And if you actually speak up against that, you're liable to be put in jail. There was actually a man up in Canada that got put in jail because he didn't call his daughter his daughter, and the mother wanted her to go through the change, and he was like, nah, and he went to court, and he was found guilty. He got thrown in jail. He said he's facing serious time over that shit because he had common sense. But I gotta appreciate what you just said. That was the scripture. This was Jeremiah 2:33. Why trimmest thou way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and Jake be doing that because Babylon pushes a society of taking no accountability. You see, so Jake is trimming his ways because he ain't trying to take accountability for his actions. That's why a lot of Jake is into that lifestyle.
And also too, Jake is thirsty for what's the word I want to use?
Clout.
Approval.
Mm-hmm.
They want and clout too, but they want society's approval to say that there's somebody. Oh, that's a good thing that you accept something like that. When we're not looking for approval from nobody but Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man.
That's
All
right.
right. Because can't nobody judge us but Yahweh Shema Shai, because we're in the spirit. We're walking by the spirit. So while the world is looking at us, like we're the ones that's in the wrong for what we're doing, we're looking to be justified in the eyes of the Lord. Because we know what we're doing is right according to the scripture. Because the way we model ourselves is after the scripture, not off of society. Because if you notice all throughout the years, society has their ways have always changed. What used to be frowned upon back in early America is now fully pushed upon the people now, man. Being a homosexual was very frowned upon back in the old days, man. Hey, families would disown you if you found out you was a homosexual, man.
Mm-hmm.
If your daughter was a whore, all right. But now, hey, you're the bigot if you don't want to accept your son or daughter being a damn alphabet person, man. That's how we know that this place is on its way out, man. Because history always repeats itself.
Yep.
All right, it's a woman that goes into this that she says that every time society goes down the route of transgenderism and bestiality and just a state of no morality, that society is on the cusp of collapse. And that happened with ancient Rome, that happened with Greece, and Sodom and Gomorrah and on down the line, Pompeii. Because the Lord's not with that shit.
The other joint with 2 Peter.
No, I was going to get Isaiah 1 and 9.
I get it. Which one?
Where it was talking about Sodom and Gomorrah. Because every time a society, just like the brother was going into, every time society goes into that ABC type stuff, this is what happens to them,
May I get this first to go with that?
Which
Isaiah 1 and 9. Except the Lord Yahweh of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. You see? Showing again the importance of the remnant, man, because the remnant is pretty much the preserved seed of the nation of Israel. Because everyone else, right, they accept the lifestyle of these moles, man. All right? This sodomite lifestyle. All right? And had we not had a remnant, the whole fucking nation would have been on that shit. You see? Because look at how this shit is being pushed down the throats of Jake. We the only ones, as priest had made mention of, right? We the only ones that's actually standing up for the right way. Because everyone else, they just faltered in their seek to be accepted in society, and they just going with the flow. Not understanding by you going with the flow, you're actually forwarding this shit.
Right.
All right? You're not coming against it. You're not standing up against it. Psalms 94 and 16 says what? Who will stand up against the evildoers, the workers of iniquity? We standing up against this nigga and telling him, oh, hell no. You're not finna push that shit on me, my children, my rib, none of my people. And you're not finna spread that influence throughout the earth no longer.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead, bro.
I got something behind it. But this is 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after shall live ungodly, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. For that righteous man dwelling among them, and seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
Can you start back at the top?
Yeah, verse 6, 2 Peter 2 and 6.
Mm-hmm.
And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes.
So both Sodom and Gomorrah was two wicked cities that was into sodomism, and the Lord turned them into ashes.
It was 5 cities.
Mm-hmm.
It was Sodom and Gomorrah and the 3 neighboring cities beside it. But it says, into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example.
So this was an example for those that, it's gonna say it.
Unto those that after shall live ungodly.
So like brothers like to go into, when you teach that whole transformerism, you got to start with Sodom and Gomorrah. You see, because if you decide to live like that, that's what's going to happen to a nation.
Right. That's why when you had wickedness going on in the ancient world, those people were put to death to be an example of what not to be like. And Sodom and Gomorrah was a great example of that because, like you said, these people were into pedophilia, bestiality, homosexuality, necrophilia, and different things like that, man. Just total immoral lifestyle. And the Most High destroyed that place, man, because that was a wicked society, man. And so America has adopted the same customs not taking heed to the example of Sodom and Gomorrah. And another modern day example you could use is the ancient city of Pompeii.
Yeah.
Because what happened during Pompeii was that was pretty much the modern the Las Vegas or Sin City of Rome at that time, man. And they would go to that island and do all them wicked acts, them vile, decrepit acts. And the Most High, had that volcano erupt and turn the people into statues, man. And there's one statue you can actually look up on Google where you see the nigga was pleasuring himself and he got burned like that. It's a statue. This nigga just like this, holding his rod with a damn drink in his hand, man. So that shows you the Most High, he's not with that wicked shit, man. But I have a precept I'm trying to find it. You get that.
Okay. It's Isaiah chapter 5, verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Right, it's a judgment for you people that's for that wickedness, man. Because as an Israelite, man, it's our duty to call out the wickedness that's being done on the earth. We're not supposed to, be with it. All right, we know that's wicked, and deep down, our people that do this shit, they know it's wicked. All right, because using the rap music as an example, these trap niggas like Young Jeezy, all right, that push that trap or die mentality, which got a lot of Jake locked up, trying to live that trap boy lifestyle, man. All right, they know that shit wicked because at the end of the day, when you look at Young Jeezy as an example, man, his son, he sent his son to college. If it was trap or die, why ain't you go that nigga up in the trap house, teaching him how all that shit you learn in the street? This nigga had a full ride scholarship to college, man. Trap or die he wants trap or die for your children. Right. Because he's a pawn being used by the damn elites to corrupt the youth, man. Hey, these musicians know that, man. Cardi B, was shown on video where her song, she don't allow her daughter to listen to that shit because she knows that shit's wicked, man.
Yep.
And that's just two of many examples to show you that our people that conduct themselves in that wicked lifestyle, they know that shit's wicked. That's why they don't push that shit amongst their household, but they'll put it onto other people's children because they don't care about the rest of our people, man. But we do. This is why we're out here condemning these actions, man.
Yeah. What do the scriptures say? That the leaders of this people cause them to err.
Exactly.
Because our people are in such a poor state that we don't have leaders on this according to the world.
Right.
You see, the true leadership of Israel, they choose to not adhere to.
Yep.
They rather adhere to who Esau sets up, right? The entertainers, the Cardi B's, the Kanye's, Nicki Minaj, Drake, Lil Baby, Da Baby, Drakeo the Ruler, all entertainers, all right?
Being a rapper is more esteemed in society than being a doctor or a lawyer or something that you used to be proud of. Everything is off the perception of a rapper.
Right. And that shows you, it's shown in the way how people reverence these niggas, yo.
You got old niggas patterning their lifestyle off of these little niggas like Lil Baby and Young Thug and shit. These are old Jake, man. Old women putting themselves out there like Megan Thee Stallion, coloring their hair, getting Bro, you got old women walking around with leggings on, man. All that shriveled up skin and shit, man. That's disgusting, bro. That shows you, hey, these people are truly the lost generation, man.
That's right.
Ain't more than that.
Yep. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. You see? And what's sweet? What is sweet like honey? This word, man. You see? This is sweet unto you. Because this is what allows for you to be able to thrive and prosper in society.
But see, society has put wickedness to be sweet. When they fully digest that wickedness, it turns out bitter because being a dope boy, it's sweet at the tongue until you get knocked.
Point in case, look at these niggas that you got over in Atlanta. You got Young Thug and Gunna, and like DJ Academic say, YSL. YSL, these niggas all going back and forth snitching on one another.
Exactly.
But they was supposed to be gang from the sandbox.
Right.
They was supposed to be having that shit. They was supposed to be on top. Now these niggas, they at the bottom. They in prison. All that wickedness that they was subscribing to, living a life and trying to put that vibration on Jake had put them niggas in jail, man.
Right. Because at the end of the day, Esau had put them in that trap to where, yeah, y'all a unit whenever y'all doing wickedness, but then when it's time for judgment, niggas don't know how to take judgment.
Right,
So they trying to, find a way to wiggle out of that shit by, selling their brother out, man.
Mhm.
When y'all all together, there wasn't no divisions in that,
Right.
because this place, it lacks accountability. It doesn't make you accountable for shit until Esau says it's time to be accountable, man. But I got a quick precept. This is Exodus 23:2. It says, "Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment." So it says you're not supposed to follow a multitude to do evil. So hey, we go against the grain of America because we're not following after the so-called progression of society, because really this progression is really a regression. Because as society has so-called progressed, the people have regressed. They've gotten dumber, stupider, weaker. All the technological advances have really made our people weak, man. To where, you got so spoiled with these smartphones now, niggas don't know how to do simple addition. 2 plus 2, niggas not gonna calculate it for it now, man. Niggas is stupid now. You had that comedian, I think his name was George Wallace. He said, man, all this smart technology, you got these smart cars, smart TVs, smart water, smartphones, and people dumb as hell. Because that's what Esau wanted. He doesn't want a smart slave, man.
Yep.
The best slave is a dumb slave, man.
That's
All right? A slave that doesn't question nothing, man. Because the slave that questions something, now he's looking at the master sideways like, yo, hey, this nigga bugging. Like, yo, we gotta escape.
Right.
That's why they won't let you read in plantation, man.
Same day now. You see?
Yeah. They made a book stupid. I mean, they made people that remember in high school or school period used to get teased for being smart.
Right. That is a culture within our people, man. Teasing one another when trying to elevate ourselves mentally.
Nigga, you read?
Nigga, did I just catch you trying to better yourself?
That's the society we came to because decadence is upheld. The decline of morality, the decline of integrity is pushed, man. Because it's all about do for self, man. This is why the Lord is going to destroy this place, man. Because we're not meant to live here. Because if we were to progress here in this society any longer, man, niggas, they would die.
Let's get some.
People, there would be no humans
Matthew
around,
24
man.
and 22. I got a precept for you, bro.
You got it.
This is Matthew chapter 24 and verse 22. It says, "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved."
There
Right,
shall
that's-
no flesh.
Yeah, man, that's the severity of the state that we live in, man. Unless the days be shortened, which you can look up online, the earth is spinning at a rate faster than ever before, to where you actually have scientists that are considering dropping the amount of seconds that are in a minute. That's how fast the earth is spinning.
They said they trying to do it from 60 seconds to 59 seconds. Because they said it was spinning like 1.5 milliseconds faster than it was previously. And at that time, the previous time, which was in like 2021, it was spinning faster at that moment too.
So that means 24 minutes less in a day. That's how fast it's spinning. That's how much that would calculate if they were to switch it back to 59 seconds.
Basically, what the
That would
article
mean 24 minutes. 24 minutes are gone in a day.
That's right. Heavy. Because they see this place is falling, man.
Gone.
The Lord is speeding the days up for our sake. Because the more and more that we get closer to the so-called New World Order, man, you're going to be seeing a lot more death in the world, man. So the Lord has to come back.
It's a little bit more.
Matthew 24:22. "And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened."
But for the elect's sake, those days are being shortened, and they're being shortened this very moment, man. You see? All for the elect, for the remnant, man. Because the remnant has to be preserved for the nation of Israel to continue.
We are our last hope. We are Israel's last hope. You know,
And the scriptures say that, you know, the iniquities of this place reach the heavens, you know. So the Lord is bringing that judgment. You see, and it's starting with the exposure of Esau. You know, this devil's hurt from the word going out, you know.
Yeah.
so now we are in the end of Esau's kingdom. So this is why he's trying to fast forward his plan so that America, you know, can be in his new world order. Well, the whole world can be in his new world order so that he can rule forever. But see, he forgot. The scriptures say that you're not going to be able to accomplish whatever it is that you're trying to do, man. All right? I tell you that in Job 21. All right?
You get that?
Yeah, follow the shot.
This is Job chapter 21, of what verse?
It's like at the bottom where it says about his steps shall be straight and all that.
Con. This is Job, I think it's 18. Like 18.
That's the 21.
21.
Like near the end of the verse.
You mean 20?
I could, yeah, 20 slightly, yeah.
Okay. This is Job 20 and verse 22. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency,
Mm-hmm.
he shall be in straits.
Mm-hmm.
Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him.
Right, 'cause he's about to see opposition because not only are we the ones opposing his new world order, but he's gonna have his own people coming up against him, man. All right, the insurrection is gonna be all throughout the world because you got a lot of these Edomites that can tell that the government is failed them, man. So that's why they're about to, you know, have these different, you know, protests because you got Esau, you know, that's not going to get their guns up and blah 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 blah. But they understand that they're going to have to fight at some point. So this new world order transition isn't going to be smooth, man. All right, and on top of that, you got the Lord who is going to raise up these different complications to pretty much fight against Esau. But the main one is going to be us when we get that spiritual power, man.
Yep. And when you look up that word wicked in the blue letter, it's 6001. And it the meaning of the word is laborer, workman. Alright, so these workers, alright, all of these people that labor in this man's system, and they tired of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
They finna come against him.
Yeah.
See?
If you go into it, who's chiefly the working class? Most of them is Jakes. You see?
Right.
So 2/3 is gonna be getting busy on Esau.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's
That's
scripture.
a good point, bro.
Where the Lord said He's going to raise up, you know, Judah, man. You know, and the other tribes are going to follow after that, and they're going to come against Esau. That's why Esau in these different countries are buying up not countries, in these different cities are buying up all the ammo and the guns because they know. I actually had an Edomite tell me this at my job, man. He said, "Yo, if the race wars happen, we know that y'all gonna come for us." So he's like, yo, he was pretty much trying to cop a plea, you know, because he understands that, man. Hey, when the Most High truly turns Jacob, Esau better have them guns.
Yeah,
And that's the only way they're gonna be able to get away from Jake, man.
that's right.
You know. So that's why we see that the fight, the Lord is showing us. He's gonna allow 2/3 to do that. All we gotta do is just sit back and watch, man. Okay? We ain't gotta we ain't telling brothers to go put up guns. We ain't telling brothers to pretty much, you know, fight Esau. All we gotta do is just sit back and watch prophecy unfold and allow the Lord to take the devil out, man. You know?
Finish on that Job.
Yeah.
Alright.
You just read the end of the verse. And we're actually good for it.
It's a lot. Job chapter 20 and verse 23.
Yeah.
When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him,
Yep.
and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
Right, because he gonna have the whole world CHIP'd up, you know. He gonna, you know, have the food, you know, his bunkers, and you know, having the people in the concentration camps. He gonna have everything to where he's like, I finally did it. Gonna sit at the table, put the little napkin in his shirt, sit at the table with the forks and spoons and everything sitting there. He about to cut that steak open. Then what? The Most High gonna pull that motherfucking table down, man. And your new world order is gonna come to shit because now he's gonna send in the angels. He's gonna send in the elect with those new bodies, man, with the spiritual power. And ultimately, he's gonna send them nuclear missiles to rain down on his party, man.
That's right.
You know, so everything that you didn't do was gonna ultimately be in vain because you're gonna be destroyed, man. You know. Go ahead.
Verse 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through.
Right, they're gonna try to run into these bunkers to get away from the nuclear destruction, man. And your country's still gonna be destroyed, and we're gonna be able to pull you out from fucking bunkers and put your ass in captivity, man. But the average Edomite gonna be destroyed by the missiles, man. Go ahead.
It is drawn and cometh out of the body, and the glittering sword cometh out of his gall.
And what's that going into, man? The missiles leaving the silos, going up into the heavens, so they can come back down and rain on Babylon, man.
Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle.
All right, man. Hey, the lights gonna go out on the candle of the wicked, man. You know, the curse of the Lord is in the house of the wicked, and that curse ultimately is going to be personified in the nuclear missiles when the Lord uses them to take you down, man. You know? So you're going to be left in a complete disarray off that destruction, man.
Rightfully so, man. You destroyed the world, and now you finna get your ass destroyed.
That's the scripture, man. The scripture say, roughly paraphrasing, he said you're going to destroy them and destroy the earth, man.
Our precept.
Go ahead.
It's Job 21 and verse 31. It says, who shall declare his way to his face, and who shall repay him for what he hath done? You see, and the Lord's going to repay Esau Edom for what he's done. You know, see, the Lord said he required that which is past. So everything Esau Edom has done to the tribes chiefly, and then humanity, you know, the Lord's going to judge him for that.
That's right. You can't escape your judgment, man. This is why you're trying to, you know, create the Space Force and all these different things because you want to get away from your judgment. But that judgment is inescapable, man. It's inevitable, man. You know, Esau, your future is to be your country, your kingdom be destroyed. You go into 1,000 years of long, hard slavery to build the kingdom of heaven, and after that 1,000-year period, your race is to be eradicated, man. So your plan, the genocide of the nation of Israel, is gonna fall back upon your own head, man.
I'm keep going.
Go ahead.
Actually, that was Job 21 and 31. This verse 32 is going into what you were saying. It says, yet shall he be brought to the grave and shall remain in the tomb. You see, so the Lord is going to wipe out Esau Edom, you know, and just repay him for, you know, what he's done.
That's right.
But keep going in verse 20, chapter 20.
Yeah, we just finished it out.
Verse 27. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him.
Man, you're singing that now, man. And the earth is fighting back, man. All right? Because everybody and everything is sick and tired of this damn devil, man. All right? And the earth is making you just to be seen as the number one enemy of the whole planet. And you said that I think last month, a couple weeks ago, you was like, man, this nigga literally has crimes against humanity.
Yeah. He got war crimes against humanity, bro. That motherfucker has destroyed every facet of life for what it really is, life.
That's right.
He stripped the life out of everything, man.
Con.
How can we live life
That's
if
right.
you strip life from it?
That's right.
This nigga is sick in the head, bro.
And you gonna pay for that shit, man. Hey, the deeds of the wicked shall not go unpunished, man. The Most High has list of actions that you've done that we don't even know about that you gonna pay for, man.
Yeah, all you niggas that was on that Epstein Island, yeah. The Lord saw everything you did.
Man.
Yeah, you thought you was in secrecy in Bohemian Grove? Nah, all that shit is seen. All the wickedness that you niggas did in secrecy, thinking that you was gonna be able to get the upper hand and try and come against the prophecies, the men of the Lord, all right? Hey, understand that all of that shit was seen.
That's right.
You dumb motherfuckers. You niggas was roped to do that shit.
That's right.
The Lord orchestrated all your fucking steps, man. And now he's finna orchestrate your ass to go into hardcore slavery.
That's right.
Thus saith the scriptures, man.
That's right. Finish that, bro.
Con. Job 20 and verse 28. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath.
Right, because all the riches that you stole from all over the earth, that you took from the Israelites, man, we're going to get it back, and then some. All right? Go ahead.
This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High.
To be stripped down to little nothingness, man. All right? You did all this so that you could be remembered in the earth, man. Your whole existence is going to be wiped from the earth. That's the inheritance of a wicked man. Because only the righteous are remembered. Wickedness is not remembered in the earth, man.
That's right.
Because you have a term called infamy, which is what the devil, that's how he's remembered, man, off of infamy. But to truly be remembered, to have a legacy, you have to be righteous. Because the legacy of the righteous never fades. You got niggas that's infamous, these different crimes, these crime people, Bonnie and Clyde, and these different names, that fades over time.
Yeah.
But a legacy, a true righteous legacy, is forever.
Point in case. Back then, when we were in these various captivities, subjected to these other nations, of our nation, you probably had those that were, the shit for their time, But out of those situations, the only ones whose legacy actually stands the test of time were the righteous.
Give you an example. A couple examples. You look at Egypt, all them pharaohs, all them great pharaohs during the time when Egypt was at its peak, they're like storytime lessons for our children.
Niggas don't even think they real.
The different great people, notable people, and these different, like you said, these different captivities. King Nebuchadnezzar, outside of reading him in Daniel, you don't know nothing about that nigga.
Yeah.
These so-called great names of these wicked people, they're not remembered. But Moses, he's remembered. King David, Yahushua, the most important one of all.
Right.
All the men of renown that were in righteousness, their names are still remembered to this day. Even these people that look at the Bible as the so-called fairy tales still reverence these men and their greatness that they did while they were here on the earth, man.
That's right.
So that shows you how to truly be remembered, to truly have a legacy, we have to establish ourselves in righteousness. And that's what Esau does not want to happen. This is why he commissions our people to sell out and get that infamy. Niggas like, not saying, Wilt Chamberlain was pushing that, wicked shit as hard as they are now, but niggas look at fucking LeBron James and like he's the greatest player ever, but Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in the basketball game. Bill Russell, who just died, have the most rings of any NBA player, and people don't even give credit to their greatness.
Right.
So how much more us, little women, world of the elect, if we continue on to the end, and we're glorified when Yahushua, gives us that glory, man.
Yeah.
That's what we got to look forward to. So we don't want America's glory. We want the eternal glory that is going to happen to us when the Lord gives it to us, man.
Because the scriptures say they do it for incorruptible crown, we do it for they do it for corruptible crown, but we do it for incorruptible.
Exactly. So this is why we're fighting so hard against this wickedness. We don't give a damn what comes up against us for that victory, man. The victory comes before anything else, man. Because we want Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to come back and reclaim the throne, man. All right. Anybody anything else? With that, we just go in the spirit. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the sheep. You sincere, brothers and sisters that watch this and that will watch this. We pray the lesson was edifying. We're gonna close it out by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh. Double honors to our apostles and elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. A peace and salutation to the elect. Until next time, I say shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.